Listen, mate. Hey, there you go. Been well? It's been a while since I've done a long-winded video. But anyway, here we are. Looking nice. I'm actually at work. I'll put a shirt on so you can't see the company logo that I work for. Oh, it's a nice shirt. Want the hat? I'll tell you why I got the hat. First of all, I'd like to express my thanks to $1 Million Bogan, Danny Hayes. I'd also like to express my thanks to Colin and his wife and all the staff there at Geelong Harley for keeping my bike in tune and running very well. My bike's done 105,000 kilometres. If you all don't know, it's a 2016 CVO Street Glide with an off-its-head stereo system, an off-its-head motor, thanks to Colin, and it's still going strong. And they're people I've met and know. And I'd also like to express a big thank you to the Bobhead boys. Right? I've never met you. I haven't spoken to you on the phone, but we've exchanged emails. And I'd like to say thank you very much for gifting me the shirts and the gloves. That meant a lot. I can only imagine the look on Danny's face when you asked him if you can have my address so you can send me a parcel. Knowing Danny. So that's to the Bobhead boys. Okay? And to Colin and the staff everywhere at Geelong Harley for their generosity, their kindness, and just their love of their quality workmanship. That, you know, yeah, it's a casual atmosphere. You know, we've all seen what's happened there in the past, you know, when people are casual and stuff, you know, but whatever, they get the job done and they do it well. And, you know, my bike is testament to it, 105,000 kilometres, still going strong, you know, 117 kit on the engine, you know, original Harley engine, you know, after it was rebuilt by Colin, thanks to, anyway, Harley Evan. But, and to Danny, $1 Million Bogan, thank you. The reason why I'm doing this video is to say thanks, and I've done that. But also I've received, in the past, I won't say of recent, but, you know, just people, you know, everyone's allowed to have a voice, you know, but I mean, if you don't know me, and if you don't know somebody, I shouldn't say that, if you don't know somebody, you know, really bad words or bad information, it's not really a warranted thing to do, I don't think. My friendship with Danny came from me just taking my bike to Geelong Harley after watching Danny's videos. As we all know, he saved me voice, saved my voice. Yeah, I've got a voice. Saved me life. You know, and I took my bike on the pretense to Geelong Harley, not to meet Danny at all. It was to get quality work done on my bike from people who cared. And, you know, there was a bit of hope there that, you know, Colin might, you know, pass on a message, which he did do. I didn't expect Danny to come. And he did, and we met. And you see it in the video that he did where we hug. And, you know, it was not taking the piss out of the moment, it was a very touching moment for Danny and I. Yeah. And I'd just like to say thanks to Colin for, you know, making that call to see if Danny could come down and see me, which he did do. And thank you to Danny for coming to see me. And now you might have seen on the captions on some of the things on Instagram with Danny and myself, or on YouTube, you know, when I put up comments, you know, your friendly stalker. Well, you know, that's a joke between Danny and I. All right. I don't ring Danny every day. I don't send him messages or call him every week. But when I do make contact with Danny, and, you know, whether it's calling him or, you know, by text, and I know he's a busy man, you know, that's how he keeps himself motivated. He doesn't stop. Not to say I stop, but Danny takes on a lot, you know, and he cares about a lot of people. And I just send him a text every now and again, how you going? And I'm one person where, and I'm sure there's many others out there, you like to get a response, you know. Now, I don't hassle him for a response, but I sort of like, I give it, say, if I send him a text, I'll give it, you know, 30 seconds, then I'll send him another one. Then I'll give him 10, 20 seconds, then I'll send him, no, I'm not just joking. No, then I'll start ringing him like off the head, you know. Fucking bloke won't give me a fucking call, what's the matter with this bloke? No, I'm joking. No, I just, you know, I just like to hear his voice, you know. He's got a unique charisma, you know, just an energy around him that, you know, it uplifts you. And at the same time, I'm not ringing him to uplift myself, but I just like to hear his voice and just let him know that I care, you know. How you going, mate? That's it. Just a simple, how you going, you know, what you been doing, you know. I know what you've been doing because on YouTube, it's on Instagram. But, you know, apart from all that, what have you been doing? And that's between Danny and I. Now, you know, I put up a couple of videos there where I picked up his bike from Rockhampton and rode it back, you know, and you know, people took it, said some things that I didn't think were nice, and it made me look like, you know, like I was riding Danny's back. I don't want anything from Danny. I'm not jealous of Danny. I'm not envious of Danny. I don't want anything from Danny. Just his friendship and knowing that he cares, and that's what he wants from me. I'm not using him and he's not using me, but I mean, if we do things for each other, it's because we want to do it, you know? And even sometimes you might need to do it, you know? And that's between Danny and I. And that there, I'll keep that to myself, you know? What Danny and I do together, or what I talk to even Colin about, and, you know, the Bobhead boys, you know, I've emailed them, and, you know, Damon and his brother and all them, you know, and his father, you know, to know that some people on the other side of the world, thanks to Danny, asked Danny for my address to gift me some shirts. It meant a lot. The shirts were really insignificant to the thought, if you understand what I mean. I'm grateful for the shirts. I wear them all the time. But I need some new ones, boys. So I'm joking. I look forward to seeing you when you come here. And, you know, I'm a hugger, but I'm not gay. And I've got nothing against gay people. Let's make that quite clear, you know. But, you know, I'll give them all a hug, you know. And I'll give Danny a hug, you know. I'll give everyone a hug. I don't give a fuck, you know. What's wrong with hugging? Nothing, you know. As long as you've got your pants on and you're not hugging me from behind, everything's cool, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, just tell people that, you know, saying that, you know, telling me to be careful of Danny because he might use you, or, you know, or vice versa, me using him. You don't know where you're going. I mean, really, you know, Danny and I, we're 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 so much alike, but so different. If you can understand that, I mean, you know, what brought us together was something that was tragic, but it was also fate. It was tragic, and it was fate. We didn't meet under a moonlit night with stars and everything. It was in a dark moment. I met David Perry. He's a top bloke. It was good to meet him. You know, and yeah, I just want to say thanks. You know, that's all. And if you don't know what's going on to those people out there, don't make up. Have your opinion, that's fine, but don't make up a story or put something out there that you just don't know. Because, you know, as you can see, this is a cave, yeah? And I came out with my shovel. And, you know, obviously I was digging back there. It's not quite 6 foot deep, but it's deep enough to cover you. There's no need for lies. Why lie? Why make stories up that can hurt people down the, you know, even for a short time, even for a second? You know, why do people wish to achieve something like that? You know, I'm not jealous or envious of Danny in any way, you know. He's got what he's got because he's worked hard, you know. My life story, yeah, I've had a lot of things too, but you know, my problem is I can't walk away from people. I'm not saying Danny can, but you know, I've not made wrong choices. I've seen it out to the end. I'm not a runner. Neither's Danny, but Danny walks, so, you know, it's like I'm the person at the end of the picture theatre, yeah? You've all gone, and that's when I come in, right at the end, when everyone's gone, when it's quiet, and I clean up. I don't have a lot of friends. I've got a lot of acquaintances. A lot of people know me out there, and I'm nobody, believe me. But you don't want me coming and seeing you when you don't know I'm coming. Anybody hurt anyone that I care about, you know. It's, you know, we met and we helped each other, I believe. Colin as well, he helped me, kept my bike going, fixed it up after certain people have worked on it. The Bobhead boys, they renewed a spark that people, even who aren't in the same time zone, are paying attention. You know, I just want to say thanks to those people. And also I'd like to say thank you to them for allowing me to meet more people through them, like with Danny's Rides that's coming up on the 15th of January for mental health or men's suicide, you know. There's people that I've met there that helped me. You know, the last ride I did on that, you know, I may have been a bit, I won't say I was inconsiderate or careless or anything like that, but I think I was just a little bit, I had a bit of a little bit of thoughtlessness, not for others, for myself maybe, because of me, my mother passing away. She suicided, so being on that ride and actually riding with the knowing that I tried to kill myself and it didn't happen. But I'm on a ride for suicide, and I know I've had friends who've committed suicide, and to have a family member kill themselves, it's different. It's a different grief. And to meet those people on that ride and to get the responses like, you know, I'm a legend. Well, Danny's a legend. I can't wait to meet JB's. If you don't know my YouTube channel, it's JB's, capital J, capital B, little s, rolling jukebox, okay? Subscribe and like, right? But I don't want to be a YouTuber, but just, you know, all right? And on a funny note, I'd just like to point out the fact that, you know, I think you're all crazy when you come on that ride with Danny and I, and that, well, it's Danny's ride. I shouldn't say put myself in there, but, you know, I am wearing a gorilla suit, so it's a bit hard to not see me. Because, you know, here you are, you've got a bloke that rides a bike into the ocean, and you've got another bloke riding a bike with a gorilla suit on, and all of you are following us. So when you look at it from that perspective, I mean, who are the crazy ones? You know, I mean, how many people can say that I've followed a bloke who rode his bike into the ocean, and then alongside him there's his mate in a gorilla suit. Who's crazy? But anyway, I just want to say thanks, all right? And much love to you all. And I said this to my partner just recently, you know. I said, I wish you'd just stop caring about yourself so much. Because when you stop caring about yourself and you allow someone else to care, it's amazing. And that's what we should all be doing. We should all be looking out for others. As Danny said, you know, he spends money, he gives money away, and it comes full circle. It's the same with anything. Stop focusing on yourself and look for the bigger picture. All right? So take care, and also have a very Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year. All right? Mwah. Big hug to the Bobhead boys. See ya.